What's going on, guys? Auzio here. Welcome back to a brand new video. So today we have got another tier list video, and it is going to be the defenders tier list up next. Now we have got a crazy amount of players to go through, so I do want to get straight into it, but I need to say one thing and one thing only before we do, and that's the fact that this is my personal tier list. This is where I think players should be going in their tiers, and it's perfectly fine to disagree with me. So if you do, maybe you feel like one player or even two players or even three players should have gone one higher or even one lower, just let me know in the comment section. But yeah, let's get into it, starting off with a team of the year Hakimi. I think there's no question about it. He needs to go into the S tier. He's one of the best fullbacks in this entire game. He's a joker of a player defensively, and he is so good going forward as well. So yeah, S tier for Hakimi. Timber. Foot birthday card, a 5'10" player that has outrageously good physicals, a player that is extremely fast as well, and a player that can put in one hell of a tackle. I don't think he's S tier. I think you guys know some of the players or some of the centre-backs, let's say, that's going to go into the S tier, and I don't think Timber is on that level, but I definitely would say he is a comfortable A+ card. Tierney, Winter Wildcard, a card that came out quite a long time ago now, but a card that is still very good. He can put in one hell of a tackle. His physicals aren't bad either. He's really fast with the right chem style, and he doesn't feel terrible on the ball either. Does he feel as good as someone like Team Hakimi? No, but he still feels pretty good. So yeah, I definitely would say Tierney is still an A+ card. I used this card, I think it was 2 weeks ago actually. Really solid card, but that 2-star weak foot is extremely annoying to work with. Like, the thing about Telles is the fact that he can even go forward and he can bang a long shot. That's the thing that I also did enjoy about him. But the 2-star weak foot is very annoying to work with, and I don't believe I can put this Telles card on that Tierney kind of level, let's say. So yeah, Telles, A tier. Last tier list, we put him into the S tier. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't think he deserves to go there anymore. I love Alaba this year. I really do, man. He is an outstanding centre-back. Like, the way this guy feels on a ball for a centre-back as well is an absolute joke. But I don't think he's on an S tier anymore, especially with some of the centre-backs that's going to go in there. So I definitely would say Alaba drops down now into the A+. Team of the Marquinhos, there you go. A prime example of a centre-back that needs to go into the S tier. Get him straight in there, and we'll just move on. I think we don't really need to say anything, right? For me, he's the second best centre-back this year. I think a good comparison, let's say, would be Telles, right? Both of them having a 2-star weak foot. The thing about Telles, though, is the fact that he can actually go forward and he can take a shot, right? He can go for that long shot, which is really nice. With Tagliafico, he can't do that. Strength on Tagliafico isn't that great either, and the dribbling on Tagliafico isn't outstanding. It isn't how I want it to be, let's say. It's that long shot ability that I feel like Telles just edges it over this Tagliafico card. So yeah, Tagliafico, you are going to go into the B+. Still impressed with this upgrade, by the way. Really impressed, actually, because the fact that they went ahead and gave him a +3 to composure and a +3 to reactions was something I didn't expect, but it's something that we was always going to enjoy. This Eric Bailly card, I still use... do I use him on my main team? I think I did use him on my main team last week. He's still a solid card. A card that can catch up to a lot of players. Is he as good as Marquinhos? No, he's not. Is he as good as Varane? No, he is not. So Eric Bailly is going to go into the A+. He's a very good card. He isn't an extremely small player. He's a person that has a pretty good reach to his game. He's a player that can catch up to a lot of people as well. His physicals are good. And you see that 72 passing on the card? That right there is very misleading, because I believe his short passing is like 99 and his long passing is, I believe it's 90. So yeah, the passing on this card is insane as well. The fact that he's a ball-playing centre-back, I think there's no question about it. He needs to go into the A+. We got Showdown PK next. Now, the thing about PK is the fact that his tackling ability is incredible, right? And his physicals are also very good. It's just the pace on this card, for me, it isn't good enough to catch up to the attackers that we face up against nowadays. That's the issue. Like Robertson, he hasn't got that issue because he's got a stupid amount of pace. Bailly, he hasn't got that issue either. He's also got a very nice amount of pace. Same thing with Timber and same thing with Alaba, I would say. This PK card, like, if he had maybe higher sprint speed, it would be nice. But with the pace he has, I just feel like he gets outpaced in a lot of occasions. So yeah, PK, I think now drops into the A tier for me. Very, very good centre-back. He has a crazy amount of pace. The physicals on this card, though, is something that really, really does stand out. He's got 99 strength straight up with no chems, though. 99 strength? Yeah, you guys know that ain't a joke. And I definitely would say I would take this card over PK. So yeah, Theater is going to go into the A+. I'm pretty sure this card's actually extinct right now. I'm pretty sure I checked it the other day and he was just not on the market. Either way, he's a very, very good centre-back. He can put in a crazy, crazy good tackle, and he is also an extremely fast player as well. Once again, I would take him over PK, so Stones is going to go into the A+. Pace is not an issue with him, okay? Like, he is an extremely fast centre-back. You want someone to catch up to literally anyone? This is your man right here. The issue is, though, is the fact that physicals, not that great. And defensively, he can put a pretty good tackle time to time, but it isn't anything outstanding, I would say. He's got pace, but I feel like there's other aspects to his game that just doesn't make him deserve, let's say, to go into like an A tier. You put him S tier last time, but I think it's the same thing as Alaba now. He drops down. I feel like with the centre-backs we're going to see in that S tier now, I don't believe Koundé is on that level anymore. He's still a very, very good centre-back, and that is why he is going to go into the A+. It's just, I don't think he's in that S tier anymore. I do like the fact that Spinazzola's got the 5-star skills. That is something I'm always going to enjoy about him, right? The fact that you can pull off like McGeady spin cancels, Lacquey scoop turns around the corners. That is something I'm always going to like. It's just, Spinazzola's left stick dribbling, it isn't outstanding, you know? It isn't enough to go into that S tier. It's not on that Hakimi kind of level, let's say. So yeah, Spinazzola, I would say goes into the A+. I wouldn't put him any higher than that though. This card somehow always gets the ball for me, man. I hate playing up against him. I hate it. Like, he always, no matter what kind of angle I'm in, he always somehow puts in a very, very solid tackle. He's fast as well with that Shadow Chem star applied. His physicals aren't bad. Once again, I definitely do believe he is better than PK, so Soyuncu is going to go into the A+. This Skriniar card, solid still. Good amount of pace, great tackling ability, and his physicals are good as well. He doesn't feel nice. He doesn't feel nice on the ball, but he doesn't feel terrible on the ball either. I definitely would say Skriniar goes into the A+ as well. We're going to have a lot of A+ players, man. There's so many like top tier centre-backs this year. Even though his pace is not as good as someone like Marquinhos, or isn't as good as someone like Varane, and isn't as good as someone like Rudiger, let's say, tackling wise, I would definitely say he's one of the best in the entire game. I love this Ramos card. I really do. I do wish that he had like the Varane kind of pace, but it is what it is at the end of the day. We can't sit here and act like his pace is not good though, because it definitely is. So yeah, Ramos is going to go into the S tier. 2-star weak foot. 2-star weak foot is what I really don't like on this card, man. The thing about Shaw as well is the dribbling ability. Like, his body type, it feels so weird when trying to go down that line, you know. I like, Luke Shaw is a player that we can probably compare to Telles maybe, but I definitely would take Telles over this Luke Shaw just because of Telles' dribbling ability and the fact that he can go forward and he can take a long shot as well. So yeah, Luke Shaw, for me, even though defensively he is very good, I would say he goes into the B+. I actually enjoyed Saar for a long time. He was one of those cards that obviously is easy when it comes down to the links. He's French and he plays for Chelsea as well. So linking up with a player like N'Golo Kante was no problem. It's just, this is one of those cards that we can probably compare to PK. Where the pace, I just feel like it's not outstanding and I don't feel like it's good enough to catch up to the majority of the attackers we play nowadays. Well, these players in the A+, they obviously have got that pace. So yeah, Saar, I would say goes into the A tier. Sanchez. Now, this is a card that has got pace. This is a card that's got amazing tackling ability as well. He feels meh on the ball, let's say. Nothing amazing, but doesn't feel shocking on the ball either. And his physicals are really, really good. I definitely would say Sanchez, yeah, it goes into the A+. Strength-wise is really, really solid. I like how he's got that like 98 strength to his game. That's something I'm always going to enjoy. It's just pace. Like, I keep saying pace, but the thing is, right, pace is very, very important in that centre-back position this year, especially with, like, matching up against Mbappe pretty much every single game, right? Salisu's not going to be a player that's going to be able to catch up to someone like Mbappe. I feel like a nice comparison, though, for him would be this Fiete card, simply because he also has got a really, really nice amount of strength. It's just, with that pace on Fiete being, you know, how it is, and the pace being how it is on Saliso, I don't believe he's on that A+ kind of level. So yeah, I am going to put him into the A tier. Niakate. At one point, he actually went into the S tier. That's pretty much when he came out. Outstanding fullback. Straight up outstanding. The fact that he gives you a really nice passing ability as well is amazing. The pace is good. The physicals are a joke. And the defending, yeah. Just get him straight into the S, not in the S tier, sorry, A+ tier. And we'll move on. Rudiger. Do we really need to talk about it? I don't think we do. Get him straight up there, man. Outstanding card. I think near enough everyone watching this video has used this card. If you haven't, trust me, try to build up the coins and try to get him. You will not regret it. He is disgustingly good as a centre-back. He just gets there, you know. He's one of those players that no matter what angle he is at, he's always going to come out with a ball. Very good centre-back as well. I think they gave him, was it a 5-star skill miss? I'm pretty sure it was, right? The 5-star skill miss is what he had. I would have preferred 5-star weak foot, but hey, you can't answer everything, let's say. He is a very good centre-back, but the thing I noticed of him is I feel like he didn't perform to how his stats actually said. So I don't believe he's on that Niakate kind of level. I don't think he's on that Soyuncu, that Eric Bailly kind of level. So Ruben Wiesel is gonna go down into the A tier. Team of the year, Ruben Diaz. Yeah, straight up there, man. We don't really need to talk about you. Very cheap card. I think he was like 15k when he came out. Like, tackling on Pau Torres was very good when I used him in Weekend League. And his physicals as well wasn't bad at all. He had a nice transition speed to his game. The thing that I definitely did notice was the pace, though. That sprint speed being below 90. Yeah, it's not great, man. It's not great to work with. I definitely would say Pau Torres deserves to go on. Deserves to go into the A tier. 6'4" centre back. I mean, that says a lot, right? 6'4" centre back. You know he's gonna have that stupid reach to his game. The pace is really nice with the shadow chem style as well, and he can body off a lot of players. So yeah, Saliba, I definitely would say he deserves to go into the A+. Roussillon, extremely fast fullback. And the thing is with Roussillon is the fact that you don't have to go out your way and give him like a shallow chem style so he can have a stupid amount of pace. No, you can go ahead and apply the anchor chem style on this card, maxing out this guy's pace while also giving him a crazy amount of strength, while also giving him really good aggression as well. He might not feel incredible on the ball. That's something I would say. But defensively, and the fact that he even gives you an option going forward as well, yeah, I think he definitely deserves to go into the A+. Romero, where do you go? Dribbling, I think it's the thing that holds him back the most. That dribbling is, yeah, it is not great. He has got good pace, and his defensive ability is nice. It's just the dribbling is really annoying to work with. And I know his passing ability isn't that great. I think his short passing is okay, but then I think it's his long passing that isn't anything amazing. I definitely wouldn't say Romero is on the A+ kind of level. So we are going to put him into the A tier. We are road to the knockouts for Robertson next. Now, Robertson is a card that you're pretty much forced to use as Shadow Chemstone because you want to try to boost up that acceleration and sprint speed as much as possible. And trust me, with the Shadow Chemstone, yeah, the pace, it is not an issue. He is really fast with it. It's just that means you're pretty much missing out on the physicals at all. And even though the aggression on this card is very good, the strength isn't. He isn't a player that can go up to someone and just completely push him out the way. And also his dribbling ability, it isn't amazing, let's say. Even though he's got a unique body type, the dribbling in-game don't feel all that. Would I take a player like Roussillon over this Robertson card? I would, especially with Roussillon's like physicals with the Anger Chem style. It's a joke, let's say. It's just straight up joke. So yeah, Robertson, for me, he is going to go into the A tier. Lodi's got that lean body type, which is nice to work with. His dribbling ability isn't bad either. This is another card that a lot of people sit there and put Shadow Chemstone on because they want to try to boost up that pace once again as much as possible. It's just you are also leaving out the physicals. And trust me, this guy's physicals, they're not great. He hasn't got an amazing amount of aggression. He hasn't got an amazing amount of strength either. His strength is definitely better than someone like Robertson, but the aggression, Robertson actually wins in that. And that's my issue with Lodi, man. Like, I want better physicals. I want a Roussillon kind of physicals. With Tierney, you give him the Anchor Chem style, he has really good amount of strength to his game as well. It's just, it's a weird one with Lodi because I do like how he is going forward. It's just with how the physicals are, I don't believe he deserves to go into the A tier. Very nice fullback. a very nice all-rounded fullback, a card that can do a lot for you. He feels incredible on the ball. This is one of those cards that I feel like if he was in a different league, so many more people would use him because he's got everything. He can go forward, he can take a long shot, he's got a really good amount of pace, his physicals aren't a joke either, his defending is nice, his dribbling is nice, and his passing is good as well. I definitely would say Pedro Porro deserves to go into the A+. Oxford's kind of in the same situation as like a PK and Saar, let's say, where he can put in one hell of a tackle and his physicals aren't bad at all. It's just the pace. It isn't enough to me to go, okay, let's put him into the A+. So yeah, Oxford, you are going to join PK, Saar, and those centre-backs in the A tier. He is an alright card, you know? Like, pace is good on him. He doesn't feel amazing on the ball, which is kind of disappointing because he's not like a tall fullback. Usually with the taller fullbacks, you see them feel a bit, let's say, on the ball. With him being how small he is, he doesn't feel nice on the ball at all. His physicals aren't great either. He can put in a nice tackle though, but I don't think he is on the level of like a Lodi or even like a Robertson, let's say, or even a Tellis. I would take Tellis over him. So yeah, he is going to go into the B+. Nuno Mendes. Now, Nuno Mendes I have actually used. I picked him up, I think it was it a few days ago? It might have been a few days ago, like last week. Very good card. Very, very good card. This card, like, defensively is a monster. He doesn't feel bad on the ball at all either going forward. He feels nice on the ball. He's got a decent pass to his game as well, which is always nice to work with in that fullback position. For me, he is better than Portal, he is better than Roussillon, he is better than any other fullback here. Yeah, he better than Tierney, Spinazzola. For me, he deserves to go into the S tier, get straight up there. I did a review on this card, and the mistake I did when using this card was applying the Anger Chem Star on him because I thought maybe giving him the extra physicals would be nice, but that's not how you're meant to use him. You give him the Shadow Chem Star, you max out this guy's pace, and you just run at people. And that's something that I really, really did enjoy. His tackling ability as well was really solid. For me, he definitely deserves to go into the S tier. Make sure if you are picking up this card, go for that Shadow Chem Star. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. Dani Alves, 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, extremely nice all-rounded. I used him in Weekend League and I've absolutely loved him. So yeah, S tier for the Dani Alves as well. Let me just move him over. There you go. Good body type. He's got that lean body type, which is nice. His dribbling ability, good to work with. Can put in a very good tackle as well. His pace is incredible with the right chem style. Yeah, I would say, yeah, Semedo, A+. This is a tough one because I do like this card a lot. I do. But I'm in a situation where can I really put this card on a Lacroix, a Ruben Diaz, a Rudiger, a Ramos, a Marquinhos kind of level? No, I don't think I can. But I definitely would say he's a comfortable A+ tier. This Ferland Mendy card, I would still say is very good. He's got that 5-star weak foot, which is definitely nice to work with. He's got 4-star skill moves as well. He can still put in good tackles. His physicals aren't bad either with the right chem style, and he has still got a stupid amount of pace. I still would say Ferland Mendy deserves to go into the A+. Mbabu defensively, solid. Dribbling wise though, not great. He's one of those players that use him defensively, put in those tackles, catch up the players because he has got a good amount of pace with the right chem style. It's just as soon as you try to like dribble with this guy, you're probably going to end up losing the ball. It isn't great. It isn't enough to go for a few twists and turns and try to, let's say, get past your opponent. If you try to do that, most likely you'll lose the ball and you'll end up conceding. I definitely wouldn't say Mbabu is on a Semedo, a Roussillon level, or even a Ferland Mendy level. So yeah, Mbabu, he's going to go into the A tier. We got Road to the Final Martinez next. Now, Martinez was actually an objective card, a card that you could just grind the game and get for free. And he was a nice objective card as well because you gave him that Shadow Chem style and the acceleration was really, really high, but the sprint speed wasn't so much. I remember the sprint speed being like just below 90, but the acceleration on this card was definitely solid, and his defensive ability, like him putting in tackles, beautiful. Physicals for a 5'10" player was really, really nice to work with as well. The dribbling ability though, it wasn't great. For a 5'10" player, I expect him to feel a little bit better on the ball, and also the reactions for a centre-back wasn't how I wanted it to be, let's say. I want that a little bit higher, saying that you're 5'10". I need you to like respond really quickly to certain like interceptions, let's say. And I feel like a nice comparison for him would be like Timber. The thing with Timber though, he has got low reactions as well, but his sprint speed is not an issue, while Martinez's sprint speed is an issue. So yeah, Martinez, I don't feel like deserves to go into the A+. So we are going to put him into the A tier. Very nice centre-back. Not outrageously good, I would say. Not that Nia Karte kind of level. Not a Sanchez kind of level, you know. Not a Stones kind of level either. He's just like a very nice centre-back. He's got a good amount of pace. His tackling is solid as well. He isn't a small centre-back. I believe he's like 6'1". He's dribbling. I remember on this card the agility being very high, but the dribbling in-game, not that great. And his physicals, I think I remember his physicals as well. His aggression, to be exact, not being anything top tier, not being to the level I would want it to be at. Let's say this late in the FIFA, I wouldn't put him on Bailly level. I wouldn't put him on Skriniar level. I wouldn't put him on Sanchez level. I think McLaurin needs to go into the A tier. This card, last tier list, I put one lower than what I should have. Let's say I put him into the A tier, and I feel like I didn't really disrespect him because like A tier, A+, you know, there's not really an outrageous amount of difference, but there is obviously a bit of difference. So yeah, I think Luis Felipe definitely deserves to go into the A+. I put him A tier last time, and I feel like that was a mistake. He's a tall player that doesn't feel bad on the ball. He's a really fast centre-back as well. He can put in crazy good tackles, and his physicals are nice as well. So yeah, Luis Felipe, I am going to put you into the A+ this time. He's a nice centre-back. For Liga NOS, he is a good centre-back. Like, his pace is good with that shadow, and then his tackling ability is really good as well. The one thing I would say, though, is this guy's dribbling ability. Yeah, he feels very, very sluggish on the ball. I wouldn't put Lucas on an A+, especially with some of the centre-backs I'm seeing there. But I would say, yeah, I would definitely say A tier. Elena with a 5-star skill moves is nice. It is very, very nice. The thing with this card, I believe it's like you have to apply the shadow chems on him so you can give him as much pace. And his physicals are really good, so you don't really need to touch it. His defensive ability is solid as well. He can go forward with the 5-star skill moves, and he can pass the ball really nicely. He is a card that I know some people may go, okay, he's on like the urge right here, A+ between S, because the fact that he gives you the 5-star skill moves is really, really good. But I feel like he definitely doesn't deserve to go into the S tier with the fullbacks I'm seeing up there, like Dani Alves, Nuno Mendes, Hakimi, you know, those players. And obviously we still got Cancelo left as well. So yeah, Elena, I would say A+. I used this card in Weekend League, and he was a fast centre-back, but he wasn't extremely fast. And the one thing that I didn't like about Konate was transition. The transition on this card feels very, very sluggish. It feels heavy, let's say. Especially with these centre-backs up here, like Eric Bailly. Transition speed on Eric Bailly is not an issue. Robertson is not an issue. Fierte is not an issue. Stones is not an issue. Sanchez, it is not an issue. With Konate, it is an issue, so we are going to put him into the A tier. He can put in a very good tackle, and his physicals aren't bad either. It's just the way this guy transitions, it's something I didn't enjoy. Ooh, Klosterman is a hard one, man. Klosterman, I do like this card a lot. The pace is incredible. The defending ability is incredible as well. And he has that ability to, no matter what angle he is at, he will somehow always come out with a ball. I feel like that aggression kind of disappoints him a little bit, you know? And with some of the centre-backs I'm seeing up there, I don't think I can put Klosterman on that level. He's very close. He is very... I feel like if there was that, you know, right here, that's where he would go. But we are going to put him into the A+. This is the thing with Sule, right? I know a lot of people have now moved away from him, but he is still a very nice centre-back to have because of the pace he actually gives you in that centre-back position. He isn't a centre-back that's going to get outpaced very easily, while players like Sarr, players like PK will, players like Pau Torres will as well. I don't feel like I can put Sule on this level, I'll be honest to you guys. Even though I don't like his tackling animations time to time, it's that pace that is really, really nice. So yeah, Sule, you are going to still stay into the A+. Maybe the next defenders tier list, he goes down, but it all really depends what we see in, you know, before then, let's say, with all the promo cards. But yeah, Sule, I definitely do believe he still deserves to go into the A+. very tall centre-back. A centre-back that has got an incredible reach to his game, and a centre-back that has got a really nice amount of pace as well. Great tackling ability. His physicals are really nice as well. He doesn't feel terrible on the ball for a 6'4" player, but he doesn't feel nice on the ball either. Ooh, Tapso was a hard one, man. Tapso was a real hard one. I feel like it's the pace that just edges it for me. The pace is what makes him go into the A+. Good tackling ability, very nice tackling ability. Pace, again, is the issue. I feel like I'm just repeating myself over and over and over again. It's the pace this year in that centre back position that is really like important. Let's say it's something that you do need, especially with some of the attackers you match up against. So yeah, I wouldn't put Kier A+. I definitely would say he's an A tier card. I wish they did a little bit better with this card. If they gave him extra pace, with how good his tackling is as well, I definitely would say he's an A+. But with the pace, how it is, A tier. Kimpembe, get straight up there. No question about it. You guys already know how good this guy's gold card is. I know majority of you probably haven't used this card simply because the amount of coins he goes for is quite stupid, let's say. But he is disgusting. Disgustingly good. He puts in insane tackles as you expect him to, and he is disgustingly fast as well. And his physicals, yeah, this guy bullies players off the ball. He pushes them. He doesn't care. He goes up to a person. Next thing you know, he's came out with a ball. We got Future Stars Kabor next. Now, Kabor at the time when he came out was really, really nice to use because defensively, yeah, he would put in crazy good tackles. He would catch up to anyone with that anger chem star applied on him. The physicals as well was a joke. The high aggression with the high strength. He was bullying players completely off the ball. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys, right? So yeah, defensively, I would say he was a monster, but there definitely was issues to this card. Dribbling was definitely one of them. The agility on this card is really high, but the actual dribbling stat wasn't that good, and you could definitely notice that in game time to time when trying to go for like these quick twists and turns, let's say. And the other thing I would say that wasn't that great on this Kabor card was the defensive awareness. When I used this card, he was a player that didn't always track the runs that was going in behind him. So what I would need to do was switch to him early and just use that pace to catch up to the player. But that was not going to be the situation every single time. There were certain situations where he would literally not track him. I wouldn't see him. Next thing you know, an overtop free ball happens and I would end up conceding a goal. So yeah, that is something that I definitely would say I didn't enjoy about him. I don't think he's on the A+. I think he's a comfortable A tier player. If he had better dribbling, I would say I would put him into the A+. It's just the agility is high on this card, but the actual dribbling stat is something you definitely notice in-game. It feels a bit weird, let's say. So yeah, Kabor, A tier. Navas. Now, this is a card that feels really nice on the ball. He's dribbling, solid. Pace, solid as well. Defending ability, he can put in very good tackles. But it is this one stat that lets his card down, and it's the strength. He is not a player that can push someone off the ball. And what you notice with Navas is the fact that, yes, the high aggression is nice to work with because you can see him always fighting. But what you don't notice is when he tries to go in to like a body-to-body situation or like a contact-to-contact situation, let's say, he's not that kind of player to push someone off. He's a player that just bounces off him, let's say, and just next thing you know, the person gets an acceleration, boom, straight past Navas. So yeah, that's a big issue I have with this card, and that's the reason I do not believe he deserves to go into the A+. Reece James. This card recently got upgraded, and my god, is he good. Defensively, brick wall. There's no other way of putting that. The physicals, joke. Defending ability, joke. Pace, not an issue as well. And dribbling ability, even though he has got a stocky body type, which is very good to have in the defensive line, let's say, because he gets his body in the way of a ton of like shots, let's say, that he ends up blocking. So yeah, the stocky body type is nice to have, but when it comes down to like the dribbling ability, it isn't that great to have. But with Reece James, with how his dribbling stats are, the stocky body type is not that big of an issue. He doesn't feel smooth on the ball, I would say, but he doesn't feel bad on the ball either. But with how good he is defensively, I definitely would say Reece James is a A+. Pace, crazy. He hasn't got outstanding physicals. That's something I would say, but Shadow Chemstar on a card, you're good to go. Ibanez went, I believe, A+ last time, and he's going to go there again. This is one of those cards that if he was in a different league or even a different club, let's say, so he doesn't need to change league. He obviously comes from Bundesliga. Maybe if he played for Bayern, yeah, that's when that price would go way, way higher. But right now, I think he only goes for like 50 or 60k. I got him untradeable, and do not sleep on his card. The pace, incredible. Defending, incredible. Physicals, crazy good. Passing ability, you see that 77 on the card? Lies just straight up. The long passing is insane, the short passing is insane as well, and he doesn't feel bad on the ball. He's a quite tall centre back. He's 6 foot, I believe, as well. So yeah, Hincapi, get into the A+. I feel like I'm pronouncing that so wrong, but we move. Frimpong was a fullback that could do it all, you know, apart from shoot. That's the one thing he couldn't do. He felt good on the ball, and defensively, he was nice. The passing was nice as well, and he was an extremely fast fullback. So yeah, I would put Frimpong into the A+. This is the link up you needed to have, by the way. These two together. These two together, it would not be a joke. I know a lot of people regret not going for Frimpong after seeing this card come out as well. Hernandez. This is a road to the final card, so this card can still go ahead and get upgraded. I'll be honest to you guys, I don't believe he is on that Kempembe, Ruben Diaz, Rudiger, Ramos, Marquinhos, you know, that kind of level. I do not believe so. So Hernandez, I definitely would say, goes into an A+. Amazing centre-back, still can get a few upgrades, and hopefully he does. Theo Hernandez, you guys know how good this card was at the start of the year. Well, not this card to be exact, but, you know, he's first in form or even his gold card. Defensively, he's so good. The fact that he's a tall fullback as well, you know you're not going to be conceding like backstick headers, sorry. He's a player that can win literally near enough every header. He's an amazing fullback, he is. And dribbling ability as well. Even though the dribbling stats aren't all that, trust me, in game, this guy doesn't feel bad on the ball because of his unique body type. I think he is an S tier card. I'm looking at the fullbacks in that A+, and I definitely would say Hernandez is better than every single one. Even with Elena having that 5-star skill moves, it's just the fact that Hernandez, with how he is defensively, he is a joke. So yeah, Hernandez, S tier. If you're looking for an attacking fullback, I feel like this is your person, because dribbling is outrageously good. He's got the high-low work rate as well, so you can definitely use him as like an attacking fullback because he will always be trying to make that run. The thing about Guerrero though, physicals. The physicals are bad. Really bad. And that's like the main reason he is not going to go into the A+. I feel like he needs to go into the A tier because of those physicals. He came out a long time ago, but he is still a very solid centre-back. A centre-back that you apply the Shadow Chemstar on, and he's going to have a really nice amount of pace. His physicals are good, and defending is good as well. He doesn't feel bad on the ball for a centre-back either, which is something I definitely would say I enjoy. Yeah, I still would put Gomez up there. I still would say he's an A+ card. Even though the pace is good, even though the defending is good, and even though the physicals are good, his dribbling is awful. This guy cannot turn. His turning ability, I would say, is one of the worst I have seen in this game. I'll be honest. Like, as a centre-back, it's so bad. I've got him untradeable, and I genuinely can't believe how bad it is. And the thing is as well, his stamina is awful. He's a centre-back that can't even last for the whole 90 minutes. It's annoying, but as I said, as long as he's got stamina, he will be a good, solid centre-back when going in for tackles. But there is definitely issues with this card, and I cannot put him any higher than the A tier, I would say. Extremely nice all-rounded. A card that I definitely do recommend if you guys still have got him in your team. Or not in your team, sorry, in your club, let's say, still use him. Still, you would like, he's just a card that I feel like is going to be good all the way till team of the season. He's so nice all rounded, especially with how he feels on the ball. He's an amazing fullback. So yeah, I would definitely say he goes into the S tier. Very nice all rounded card, you know, very nice all rounded card. Physicals on this card, not great. I would be honest, not great. Shadow Chemstar is the way to go on the card as well because you want to try to give him as much pace as possible. He can put in some nice tackles. He doesn't feel terrible on the ball either. He feels pretty good. I don't know. It's a weird card, isn't it? It's very a weird card. I wouldn't say he's on an A+, but I wouldn't at the same time put him in a B+. I think Florenzi deserves to go into like an A tier because of how all-rounded he actually is. Incredible centre-back. Pace, beautiful. Dribbling ability right now, really nice to work with. I cannot imagine how good it's about to be with the upgrade. I cannot wait for that 99 dribbling on this Adair Militao card. I reckon his price might go up, but maybe it's already inflated, let's say. But yeah, Adair Militao, get straight into the S tier, man. Same thing as like a PK, where tackling is nice, but the pace, it isn't as good as some of the cards you see in the A+. Yeah, Diego Carlos, A tier. Thiago, when this card came out, so many people was using him. Even pros was using him. And it was understandable because, like, this guy's pace was insane. He was one of those centre-backs that he wouldn't allow anyone to get him behind, is what I'm trying to say. He just wouldn't. He would catch up to no matter who. He would catch up to Mbappe. He would catch up to all these extremely, extremely fast attackers. And he can still do that. His pace is still very, very good to have in that centre-back position. It's just, I do not believe this Thiago card is as good as someone like Eder Militao. I don't believe he's as good as someone like Rudiger, Ruben Dias, Marquinhos, Olakwa, Sergio Ramos, Kempembe. I don't believe he deserves to go into the S tier. So yeah, A+ for Thiago. Di Lorenzo, my guy. Listen, at the start, his gold card, I loved. Di Lorenzo was one of those players that I just got along with, you know. He was a tall fullback. He was a player that could put in crazy, crazy good tackles. This card, insane. Just straight up insane. I wouldn't go as far as saying he's in the S tier, though. I wouldn't go as far as saying I would prefer this Di Lorenzo card over someone like Dest or even Dani Alves. But I would definitely say he deserves to go into the A+. Denayer, I cannot believe how good of an upgrade they gave this card. Denayer, like, come on, man. The pace, no one's outpacing him. I can just put it that way right now. The physicals, you could argue it should be a little bit better, to be fair, but in-game, he doesn't feel like he's got the physicals he actually has. It feels like he's got way better aggression, and it feels like he's got way better strength as well. Would I say he's on the S tier level? I'll be honest to you guys, I do. I do, man. He's different. Like, if you haven't tried out this Denayer card yet, please go ahead and try him out. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. Delaney, oh, another card I definitely do enjoy. We put him S tier last time, I believe it was, because he's got that 5-star weak foot. He's a card that feels pretty nice on the ball, a card that's got a really good amount of pace, and a card defensively that is really, really solid as well. I love Delaney, I do, man. I've got him untradeable and everything. It's just I don't believe Delaney deserves to go up there with some of the fullbacks I am seeing there. Yeah, I wouldn't put him up there now. So yeah, Delaney, you go into the A+. We got Road to the Knockouts De Ligt next. Now, De Ligt, when he came out, he was something else when it came down to tackling. He would get the ball no matter what angle your opponent was at. He would always touch a ball first before hitting the player onto the ground. So yeah, De Ligt, defensively, insane. But the thing is about him now is that pace. And also that dribbling ability. I mean, the dribbling ability you can kind of work with, right? You just have to keep it a bit more simple. But the pace, yeah, it ain't it no more, man. It ain't it. So do I believe this De Ligt card is on that A+ kind of level? No, I definitely would say he deserves to go into the A tier now. High-low work rates, I guess, is a little bit annoying to work with. But something I've always felt with this Alphonso Davies card is he doesn't really feel like he's got high-low work rates. It feels like a high-medium, if anything. He does do a crazy good job on defense. He catches up to everyone. He puts in really, really good solid tackles as well. His dribbling ability is really nice to work with when going forward. I would say Alphonso Davies, yeah, I definitely would say he's an A+. I think we put him into the A+ last time as well. Darmian, 5-star weak foot, beautiful. Pace, beautiful. Defending, physicals, really, really nice. The only reason I would say he doesn't go into the S tier is because of that dribbling ability. And it's not even bad. The dribbling ability is not bad. It's just, it's not anything amazing, let's say. So yeah, that is the main reason he isn't going to go into the S tier. I really do wish they gave this card better dribbling, because if they did, yeah, I would throw him straight up there. He came a long time ago. he was a card a lot of people didn't do because he was like 100k, and there was no point of picking this card up when you could pick up Marquinhos and Kempembe for like 70k, I think Marquinhos was, and like 50k Kempembe was. So yeah, a lot of people didn't do this card. He was a nice card at the time, but I definitely would say though, he is very outdated. Would I say he's on De Ligt, Jimenez, PK, Saar kind of level? Nah, I think Dante needs to go into the B+ now. 5-star skill moves. He's probably the best. Would I say? No, I wouldn't say the best attacking fullback. We have to keep in mind we got Cancelo and stuff like that. So yeah, I wouldn't go that far. But attacking, he is incredible because of the skill moves and how he feels on the ball with the skill moves as well. They just come off so smoothly. He can put in really, really good tackles, and he's an extremely fast fullback as well. The physicals, not that great, but not terrible either. Cuadrado, I definitely would say, because of how he can go forward, I would put him into the A+. And let me just push me down here so you guys can actually see the cards. There you go, push this above. and we're good to go. We got headliner Klaus next. Now, Klaus is a player that I still love, a card that I still use in my team, and a card that is just straight up a joke. Like, defensively, he is a monster. He can catch up to anyone. He can put in great tackles. The physicals as well with the anchor chem star applied. Yeah, he can push off a lot of players, I can tell you that right now. And even going forward, the dribbling ability is really, really nice. Would I put you into the S tier? I think I do, man. Like, I don't think I can put him into the A+. With what he's done for my club, I think I need to put him into the S tier. The fact that this card recently got an upgrade as well is so good. Keep getting those informs, Klaus. Keep going. Like, keep getting those upgrades. I don't mind it one bit. So yeah, S tier for Klaus. A lot of people have pushed this card to a side now, but I'm not sure really why, because he is still a very, very nice centre-back that I hate playing up against. He's a small centre-back, but a centre-back that acts, let's say, that he is taller than what he actually is. His reach, he always gets it. No matter what, he always gets the ball. He always gets a touch on the ball. He always intercepts it. He's so fast as well, so I have an issue, like, outpacing him, let's say. And I definitely do believe Koza is still worthy, let's say, of the A+. A card that you don't really see too much anymore. He's still a good card though. Like, you get the anchor chems on this card and he's gonna have a lot to his game. His dribbling ability though, definitely I would say could be better. And the passing ability as well. I would say the passing ability could be better. Would I say he's on a Quadrado, Alphonso Davies, Darmian kind of level? No, I wouldn't put him up there anymore. I think, yeah, Cornet, he needs to go into an A tier. Listen, alright, I still cannot believe this card is as good as it is. He was that one player that really, like, opened our eyes, let's say. The fact that, what do you call it? Small players can play in that centre-back position this year. This was that man that did that. He still is a card that is just crazy to me. Like, he bullies a lot of players. His pace is crazy. His defensive ability is crazy as well. I'll be honest, you guys, I still feel like he deserves to go into the S tier. I don't think he drops. I really don't. He is still insanely good. I use this guy as a super sub because of his base pace, let's say. His pace is insane. He just catches up to no matter who it is. He can put in good tackles as well. Would I say he's an A tier card? Would I say Collins is on the same level as like a Sol, a PK, a Pau Torres? Nah, I wouldn't. Because of the pace, I think Collins deserves to go into the A+. Chiellini, now this is a player we can kind of compare to PK simply because of the tackling ability. Both of these guys' tackling abilities, beautiful. It's the pace that is always going to let him down, man. Like, I just wish they gave this flashback Chiellini better pace. If they did, I could tell you right now, more people would be using him till this day. I would easily go A+ as well if they gave him more pace. But I think because of it, I am going to put him into the A tier. Cancelo, just get straight up. Just get out there, man. He's the best fullback in this entire game, and he's one of the best midfielders in the entire game as well. So yeah, Cancelo, get into the S tier. I say this every time, but I still cannot believe they gave this card a 5-star weak foot. Still cannot believe it. We got Future Stars Chalobah next. Now, Chalobah definitely is one of those cards that can put in a very good tackle, and his strength as well in his card, it is not a joke. He can bully players off the ball. His pace, it isn't outstanding. It isn't Stones kind of level. It isn't, who else can I compare it to? It isn't Sanchez kind of level, Klosterman kind of level. It isn't up there, right? But it is still very, very nice. One thing I would say about Chalobah, though, I would have liked him to have higher aggression. Like, even though his aggression isn't bad, I would like it to be a bit higher, especially with how his strength is. It would be very, very nice to have those two quite close to each other. But yeah, Chalobah, I wouldn't say he's on the A+ kind of level, but we are going to put him into the A tier. Fredericks, like, with the right chem style, you are giving this guy really good physicals. Like, you guys can see he has got 97 pace on the card, right? Which means you don't have to sit there and apply the shadow chem style onto him. You're going to apply like an anger chem style and give him that strength, give him the aggression as well, while also giving him that amazing tackling ability, while also maxing out this guy's pace pretty much. His dribbling ability as well isn't bad at all in this card. Would I say Fredericks deserves to go into an A+? I think he does. Yeah, I think he does. Especially with how he is defensively. I think he deserves to go into the A+. I also do respect the fact that he is not really a tall player, but let's say a quite tall player. And he also feels nice on the ball. Kappa's got that stocky body type, which I told you guys earlier is very good, like, to have defensively, because you guys know what's called putting in blocks isn't going to be an issue because it's a big body type. But the thing is with Kappa is his physicals, they aren't great. With a player that's got a stocky body type, you want to have the good, like really good aggression, and you want to have really, really good strength as well. And also his dribbling ability, yeah, it isn't what you really want it to be, let's say. Would I say Kappa deserves to go into an 8 in? No, I don't. As I said, though, defensively, like him putting in tackles and pace, it isn't bad at all because you apply the shadow chemstone onto him and you're going to give him that pace. It's just with how he dribbles on the ball, with how his physicals are as well, I don't feel like I can put him any higher than like the B+. Tanganga defensively is very, very good. I feel like a nice comparison would probably be a player like Reece James, maybe. Because like Reece James is also very good defensively, but I feel like Reece James feels better on the ball than this Tanganga card. And I just put Fredericks as well into the A+ because the fact that he also offers you a nice dribbling ability is always going to be nice, right? It's just with Tanganga, dribbling wise, dribbling ability, yeah, it ain't great. It is not great. As I said, defensively, he is good, but other than that, I don't think he deserves to go any higher than the A tier. 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. Now, this card is the real deal. The fact that this is a foot fantasy as well, and the fact that this card can get upgraded, oh, I am ready. I am very, very ready to this card to get upgraded. He's outstanding. Just straight up right now, he is amazing to have in your team. The fact that his dribbling abilities feels beautiful. Defensively, he is a brick wall as well. He's got that 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. Yeah, Atel, I definitely would say he needs to go into the S tier. 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot. Hey, it's looking good. It's looking really good. Defensively, he's good. Pace, very nice. One thing I would say though, the dribbling ability. Even though he's got the 5-star skill moves, I'm telling you guys right now, this card, dribbling wise, on the ball, it's not great. It really, really isn't that great. So, and Saudi, I'm telling you right now, if you had better dribbling ability, I would probably put you into the S tier because of the fact that you're 5-star. 5-star is just, I don't think I can put him into the S tier because of how his dribbling actually is. You have to like move with skill moves, which is something I don't really want to do every single time with my fullbacks here. And Saudi, A+. Amavi's a weird one. Like, he can put in very good tackles, and his pace is good as well with the right chem style. It's just dribbling, it isn't great. Physicals as well, it isn't great. Passing, it's okay, I guess. Amavi, I would say, is not on the level like a Tanganga, a Cornet, a Guerrero, a Lodi, a Robertson. Yeah, I am going to put Amavi into the B+. Trent also has the issue of like the physicals. They're not, they're not amazing. He can't go up to a person and just push him out of the way. He can't really dribble on the ball either. Like, the dribbling isn't bad, but it isn't good either. He can put in a good tackle, and he is very fast with the right chem style. It's just, it's that physicals that is annoying, man. He's a card that definitely you could argue goes into the B+, but the reason I am going to put him into the A tier is because of the long passing. The long passing being, I believe it's like 86, 85, something around there, is very, very nice to work with because you guys know the through balls in behind down the line with Trent, it is not going to be an issue. So yeah, I feel like that just edges him into the A tier. You're pretty much forced to like go for a shadow cams on this card because you want to try to make him as fast as possible. His passing ability is incredible on this card as well. Not many people use him in that fullback position. A lot of people actually move him into like a centre mid or even CDM position because his dribbling ability is pretty nice. His passing ability as well is really, really nice as well. So it's like you can play him in that midfield and he can just ping balls to left, right and centre, let's say. So yeah, Azpilicueta, he's a nice all-rounded card. I would have liked his physicals to be a bit better, but I think A tier is like perfect for him. Anchor Kemps on this card, you have got yourself a brick wall. This guy defensively is a monster, man. Once again, Foot Fantasy, a card that can get upgraded, and I cannot wait for this card to get upgraded because the one thing that I feel like is really holding this card back is the dribbling ability. Please, Juve, get this man upgraded. That's all I have to say. I'm pretty sure they have to like win 1 out of 5. He's a defender, so he has to keep 1 clean sheet. And there's one, oh yeah, start in 3 out of the 5 games. I don't watch Juve too much. I'm going to guess Alexandro does start though. But as I said, I don't watch him too much, so maybe he doesn't. Either way, Alexandro, if you get the upgrade, you could argue he might move into the S tier. He is incredible with the Anchor Chem style. Defensively, like putting in tackles, strength, all of that is amazing. It's just the dribbling ability that I want to be a little bit better. better. Akanji has got good pace. He has got really good pace to his game, and he can put in nice tackles as well. I would have liked higher aggression. Higher aggression on Akanji would have been really, really nice to have. Because of that, I don't think I can put him on like a Klosterman kind of level, a Luis Felipe kind of level, or any of the other centre-backs as well. So yeah, Akanji, you are going to go into the A tier. Acuna. Now, this is a card. I said last time he was top 3 fullbacks in the entire game. So once again, Acuna is going to go up there. He is so cheap for what he offers you. He offers you so much on defense, and he also offers you a good amount going forward as well. He has 4-star skill moves to his game, so you can pull out like an unexpected LAKEY if you really want to, right? You can sit there and dribble with this guy as well. He feels nice on the ball. Even though he's got that stocky body type, he still feels nice on the ball because of how his dribbling stats actually are set up, let's say. So yeah, Acuna for me, S tier. He is so good. We got Foot Birthday Yuri next. Now, Yuri is a card that has got 5-star skill moves, which I'm always going to enjoy. And he's not like a card that just has 5-star skill moves, but doesn't feel exactly great on the ball, like in Saudi. No, this card, yeah, he feels really nice, and he's got the 5-star skill moves. He's got pace as well. Defending is good. Physicals is good. He's got that high aggression, which I'm always going to enjoy. I think there's no question about it. Yuri needs to go into the A+. Cole Walker, similar thing to like Reece James. One thing I would say though is Reece James feels better on the ball than this Cole Walker card, but both are defensive beasts pretty much. And the fact that this is a road to the final card and he plays for Manchester City, yeah, this card can get upgraded a good amount, and I cannot wait. As long as he continues to get better on the ball, let's say, so like the dribbling goes up, yeah, this card is going to turn into something special. But Cole Walker, A+. I recently packed a Vertonghen out of an 81+ player pick. I used him. I tried him. Not bad. Nothing I would say incredible. He has nice pace. He can put in a good tackle. He can bully players off the ball as well. He's dribbling. Not amazing, but not bad either. I wouldn't say Vertonghen is on like a Skriniar, Eric Bailly, Stones kind of level. So I am going to put Vertonghen into the A tier. Varane. Virgil van Dijk, acceleration. That's the thing with Virgil van Dijk, man. Even though it's his headliner, even though he's had a few upgrades on his headliner, is like that acceleration is just so poor. Every time I match up against Virgil, I always just straight up run past him with Mbappe. Just get Mbappe, run straight past him. You don't even have to think about it. So yeah, that is something that is always going to hurt Virgil van Dijk. And that's the reason I feel like he's going to go into the A tier. I've said this in previous tier lists. If they give Virgil a promo card boosting up the acceleration by a really nice amount, I'm telling you guys right now, this guy can potentially become an S tier card. I'll be honest. Because his tackling ability, disgusting. Just straight up disgusting. It's just that pace that really lets him down. Upamecano, same thing as well. Is he acceleration or sprint speed? I'm pretty sure it's the acceleration again, where it's just not good enough. Where players nowadays can just sprint straight past him. He can put in a good tackle, but it isn't it isn't anything amazing when it comes down to the pace. And I'll put this over here so I'm not hiding the cards, let's say. Outdated. That is something I definitely will say. Definitely outdated. Like, he can still put in good tackles, and his physicals aren't bad. It's just he doesn't feel exactly great on the ball. His passing isn't all that, let's say, and he isn't as fast as someone like a Kanji. You know, he isn't as fast as some centre backs we even see in the A tier, let alone the A+. So yeah, Umtiti, I think, is now going to go into the B+. The thing about Tuanzebe as well is the fact that he also gives you an amazing passing ability. It's not just the fact that he's a centre-back that gives you pace, physicals, and defending ability, so tackling and stuff. He also gives you that passing ability as well, which is always going to be nice. And I know what probably people are looking at. They're looking at the 74 passing. Don't believe in a 74 passing. Go look at his stats on like Ultimate Team or even on Footbin or Footwiz or anything like that. And you guys could see his short passing and long passing is very nice. I still feel like Tuanzebe is an A+, so we are going to put him right here. We got Trippier next. Now, Trippier is an interesting fullback simply because he does offer you some stuff, but then there's other stuff you would want him to offer, but he doesn't really do it. So, like, pace with the right chem style, it's good. Defending ability as well, he can put in good tackles, and even a passing ability, which I definitely do enjoy on a fullback. Like, there's some fullbacks that I have put maybe into, like, the A+, that can't really pass the ball as good as Trippier, but the main reason Trippier is not going to go anywhere near the A+ is because of this guy's dribbling ability. For a 5'8" player, that dribbling needs to be better. It needs to be better. And the physicals as well, like, at least have like really high aggression, you know, like the strength, leave it as it is, but the high aggression is definitely needed if your strength is going to be how it actually is. I think Trippier, he doesn't deserve to go any higher than like the B+. I definitely would say Navas is better than him. I would say take Kabor over him. I would take Lodi over him, Robertson over him as well. Yeah, Trippier, he's going to go in the B+. Very nice all-rounded COD. There is issues to him, but there's also some stuff that is quite nice on him. Like the pace is good. The defending ability, he can put in good tackles, even though his defensive awareness is not like 90+. His defensive awareness is still really, really good. His physicals definitely could be better. And the dribbling ability as well could be better. When I'm talking about physicals, by the way, I'm talking about the aggression. That's the one thing I'm really looking at. The aggression isn't as high as maybe I would like it to be, let's say. And the dribbling, yeah, he doesn't feel exactly great on the ball. I wouldn't say this Tavernier card is on like a Rousselon, Carl Walker, Yuri kind of level, Quadrado kind of level. Yeah, I wouldn't put him into the A+, but I definitely do believe he deserves to go into the A tier. I feel like a lot of people slept on this card because of the leak he actually plays in. Trust me, do not sleep on this card. If you're trying to build an Eredivisie team, try to get this guy in your team. You will not be disappointed. He is incredible defensively. He is so fast as well with the Shadow Chem style. And with the Shadow Chem style, obviously you're missing out on the aggression boost. But trust me, in game, it doesn't feel like he has the aggression that actually says on the card. It feels way, way higher. So yeah, Tezzy, I still feel like he deserves to go into the A+. He's fast. He's got good physicals. He can put in a good tackle. He might not feel exactly outstanding on the ball, but he doesn't feel bad on the ball either. I definitely would say Traore goes into an A+. I know a lot of people enjoy this card. I know a lot of people, but the thing about the Fry that I don't really enjoy too much is the aggression. Like, he's fast. He can put in a crazy good tackle as well. He doesn't feel bad on the ball either. He doesn't feel amazing, but he doesn't feel bad on the ball. But it's the aggression that I would say lets him down. Like, that is a huge reason he is not going to go into the S tier. But I am definitely going to put the Fry into the A+. I definitely do believe he deserves it. Tomori, fast, great tackling ability. Physicals aren't all that. And that is the reason he isn't going to go into the A+. Yeah, Tomori, this one sort Tomori is still a nice card, but I wouldn't say he's on the A+ level. So Tomori, you are going to go right there. This is the thing with this Tomiyasu card, right? He's like a undercover fullback in that centre-back position. That's how I like to see him, because the dribbling ability for a 6'2" player on this card, wow. Just straight up wow, man. Like, he feels nice on the ball. He's got a 5-star weak foot to his game as well, so you can pass with either foot, sorry. His defending is good. His physicals are good, and he is a fast player as well. I feel like there's no question about it. This Tomiyasu card needs to go into the A+. For a 6'2" player, he does really feel nice on the ball. The thing is, right, with Koulibaly, tackling-wise, you aren't going to get much better. He is disgusting at putting in tackles, I'll be honest, right? His dribbling ability, though, is awful. His passing ability for a centre-back, awful. And his pace as well, sprint speed, I remember, is very high on this card, but acceleration isn't that great. Would you guys put this Koulibaly card onto an S tier just because of how good his tackling is and how good his physical is? I don't think I can. I personally would take Lacroix, Ruben Dias, Rudiger, Ramos, Marquinhos, Varane, all these centre-backs in that S tier over this Koulibaly card because of that high acceleration and the fact that those little simple passes, let's say, they aren't going to get screwed up. And that's actually our last card. So yeah, Koulibaly, A+. Let's put him over here. There you go. I didn't actually know that was our last card. So yeah, that is going to be it for the defenders tier list. Let me quickly scan through this, making sure I feel like I've got everyone in the right position. And then at the end, I will be telling you guys my top 3 centre-backs and top 3 full-backs. And I don't think my centre-backs have changed, I'll be honest with you guys. But my top 3 full-backs, one of them has changed. One of them. Okay, so let's quickly scan through this. I think everyone in the S tier stays, so we don't really need to look at that. A+. The Fry, I wish he had higher aggression. That's one thing I would say. Anyone else that I feel like maybe deserves? Klosterman. Klosterman with higher aggression, I think. Boom, straight into the S tier, right? Yeah, especially with the pace he has and how he is in game. I think I would put him into the S tier. He's like right here. A+ S, right in between. But I don't think he deserves to go there. So we are going to put him into the A+ for now. I think everyone in the A+ stays. I don't think anyone goes higher or lower. A tier. I know some people will be salty, let's say, about Virgil van Dijk. There was a few comments last time, but it's the acceleration that really, really does destroy him, man. I don't think we can put him any higher than that A tier. PK, I wished his pace was better because his tackling is incredible, especially with the animations he pulls out. They're insane, let's say. But pace is just not good enough to go into the A+. I don't think anyone else... Yeah, I think everyone else stays. And the B+ as well, I don't think anyone moves up. Top 3 centre-back stays. Varane first. He needs to be up there. Listen, there's no question. I know some people will say Marquinhos better. Some people say Rudiger's better. But I'm telling you guys right now, the way this guy puts in tackles, it's probably one of the best centre-backs I have seen in FIFA. Like, that's... like history, by the way, not just FIFA 22. We're talking about 21, 20. We're talking about 19, 18, 17. He is disgusting the way this guy puts in tackles. So yeah, Varane first. Second, Marquinhos. And third, I would go Ruben Dias again. I think some people may slide Rudiger in there, and I feel like Rudiger is like on the edge of maybe fourth or there's so many good centre backs in there. There's like even Kempembe up there as well. But yeah, I'm going to stick with it. Top 3, Varane, Marquinhos, Ruben Dias. That's my top 3 centre-backs. Top 3 full-backs. Cancelo first, 100%. Hakimi second. And my third is going to be Dani Alves. Yeah, my third is going to be Dani Alves. 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, and he offers you everything on that pitch as well. I think he needs to be third. Cancelo and Hakimi, though, being top 2, let's say, I guess is understandable. But yeah, that is going to be it for the Defenders tier list. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, make sure to leave a comment. But for now, peace.